Well, specifically, I think of like Thoreau and Emerson because of Lang class. But I would say like there's a lot of people who could be great American thinkers. It just depends on who you look up to and who's a role model.
Definitely Martin Luther King Jr.
Maybe like George Washington. Martin Luther King, he like put some ideas out there to change American society.
I would say Mark Twain, just because he was extremely influential in most of his writings.
I think of people like Thomas Jefferson and like FDR because they both like took this country at like a very hard time, at a turning point in our country, and like turned it around and like made it what it is today.
Definitely my grandparents, because I think they weren't afraid to share their ideas and voice their opinions to other people, and so I think they could be considered great American thinkers.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important to have a passion for something. You need to have something that you love to do and something that makes you happy in your life that you can do on the side or maybe as a full-time thing.
Without passion, like, people never would get anything really done, and it's kind of vital to succeed in any given aspect.
I think it's very important to have a passion for something, especially if you want to like make a difference or be influential in society. Like Martin Luther King was, if he wasn't passionate about anything he was like standing up for, then we wouldn't have like civil rights and he wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, like, yeah, because I feel like if you're not passionate about something, like, what are you living for? You have to live for something, and like that something should be what you're passionate about.
Yeah, because I think passion helps people to work hard and to achieve their goals.
Yes, I think it's important because you kind of need that passion to keep you going. So if you don't have something you want to do and you wake up every day, then you kind of have no point to keep going. It's like you need something to drive you, whether it's like an activity, a hobby, or like people. It's like you have to be passionate about something.
Yes, I do think it's important for people to have a passion because you need to have a way to direct your life and like figure out what you want to do, and without a passion it's really hard to like figure out something that you really like, and for that reason I think it's important.
Yeah, I believe passion is something that allows you to work hard towards your goals and just allows you to be successful in life.
Yes, because it gives you the motivation to achieve success.
Yes, I do, because if you don't have passion, I don't think you have anything really to work towards, and I think you need something to work towards in order to be successful.
I'm very passionate about field hockey and student government specifically regarding school.
For me, kind of like music. I've grown up around it, and it's just kind of been my life ever since I was really little.
Well, I'm passionate about like a lot of little things, like tennis. I love playing tennis, and because it's something I love to do. And then I'm also, as everyone knows, I'm very passionate about animals, and if I didn't have that passion, then I wouldn't have the dream of becoming a vet. So that's what kind of like motivates me to want to go through all that schooling to be a vet.
Like I guess like I like school, but like I feel like it's important to be passionate about like your friends and your family and like people who are important to you.
I'm passionate about being active, ultimate frisbee, spike ball.
I'm passionate about boating because I have done it my entire life and I really enjoy every moment I have out there.
I'm passionate about my family and my friends and animals.
I'm passionate about being a good friend and helping those in need.
I would say that my aunt inspires me the most in life just because of how hard she works and all that she has accomplished in her life.
Probably my dad. He started out with nothing, really poor, and he's kind of made a life for himself, and I envy that.
My parents.
I'm gonna have to say my grandpa because he worked his way up to like the top. Like the way he worked his way up in his like newspaper company, he had to like work really hard to get where he was, and it took like 40 or 50 years. But it just shows like all the hard work he put in like finally paid off in the end. And like right now he's like living great. Like he sails and plays tennis and works out at the gym and maybe goes for a swim once in a while. And I just think it's like a great thing because he worked really hard to get where he wanted to go.
My grandfather inspired me the most in my life because he was an immigrant from Ireland and like pretty much started my entire family in the United States, and like I wouldn't be where I am today without him.
My dad, because he's very hardworking and is always there for our family.
Definitely my grandfather. He worked really hard to get where he is, and even today he's so giving and gives so much to my cousins and my brother and I, and he inspires me the most in my life.